340. You love to see it. Hello and welcome if you're new to the channel. My name is Duress, and for my first gameplay video, I wanted to bring you one of my very spiciest brews that I've been getting together since I've started getting back into the Pokemon trading card game about like half a year ago. This is a Sylveon VMAX expanded deck focused on, of course, Sylveon VMAX, the main attacker, with its max Harmony attack, dealing 70 damage, plus 30 more damage for each different type of Pokemon on your bench. We are taking that, of course, to the absolute extreme. We have, well, let's just go through the whole list here. We have Bidoof and Bibarel, a 1/1 line for draw support. We have a Ditto Prism Star that is helps us access our Flapple with an acidic mucus ability. This attack does 50 damage for each of your opponent's Pokemon in play that has an ability, oftentimes dealing 250 damage, one-shotting tag teams and V-Maxes, V-Stars with a choice band, and helping us prize race very nicely. Flapple, a huge inclusion to the deck. Only added about, I want to say maybe 2 weeks ago, but I've very much enjoyed having Flapple in here. We have a Crobat V, just a singular Crobat V for our draw support, a Dragonite EX to help us recover our basic Pokemon. Very important, considering we are running 4 Sky Fields. We have a Sudowoodo to help us block up the bench, a Mr. Mime to help us protect our own bench, an Eldegoss to help us recover our supporters, a Dedenne for some draw support, and then a Jirachi as well as a Tapu Lele for Quarter Search. Of course, we're playing Jirachi to hit different typings. Otherwise, I play 2 Tapu Leles, of course. 90 HP 2 prize Pokemon is definitely a liability. However, helping us reach our max potential in terms of max Harmony is very important. Oftentimes, our Sylveon VMAXs, if we can get down a full bench, will deal way over 300. Can theoretically hit up to 340 damage, or I believe 370 with a choice belt on. So yeah, very scary. However, of course, we're not usually getting our bench set up that extreme. It's usually somewhere in the vicinity of, I would say, maybe 6 or 7 types with a choice belt. However, that's still more than enough to deal with a significant portion of the expanded meta. We also have a Volcanion EX, a spicy little inclusion to help us just, fill out that type restriction. 2 types in and of itself is extremely helpful. And then we have an Alolan Muk accessible with the Ditto Prism to help us against control. This shuts off the Xurkitree GXs of the world, as well as dealing with, draw support Pokemon like Crobat, Dedenne, stuff like that. We have, in terms of our trainers, we have 2 Battle VIP passes. We're not looking to go too deep on the VIP pass because we don't have any ways to actually search them up other than the computer search, which we have one of course, our A-Spec. We have our Escape Rope to help us switch as well as maybe move out some problematic Pokemon. However, we're usually just using our escape ropes to get our Sylveons into the active spot. Our Evolution Incense, very good for finding our VMAXs. Evolution Incense is usually our turn 1 target for our Dream Gift Sylveon V ability. Very good consistency ability that says once during your turn you may search your deck for an item card, reveal it, and if you use this ability your turn ends. This is very good if we're not going for the turn 1 Wally play, which we're usually not doing unless we can go very deep into the deck. Sylveon V, although we're not attacking with it due to the energy restrictions of triple acceleration energy, still a very good card in its own right. Our Heavy Ball helps us find one of our many one-of prizes, one of our many one-of Pokemon that are prized. Hisuian Heavy Ball almost always has a target, which is, before the inclusion of Hisuian Heavy Ball was very frustrating, but now that we have technology like this, it's so helpful to this deck. Just incredible. 4 Quick Balls to help us search up our basics, 1 Rescue Stretcher to recover, 2 Special Charges to recover our Special Energy. I was running 1 Special Charge, 1 Roseanne's Backup. However, I found that to just not be very viable in terms of support, and I didn't really find the recovery of stadiums or tools terribly necessary. So ended up cutting that and just going 2 Special Charge, 4 Ultra Ball, of course, 4 VS Seeker, of course, to help us recover our support. We don't have too much support in this deck, actually. We have our 1 Boss's Orders, which I've considered playing Guzma, but I think I'm good with Boss's Orders for now. We have our Colress to help us draw, just shuffle draw insane hands. Usually we're shuffle drawing about 8, 5 on our bench, 3 on their bench. That's without a Skyfield, of course. Oftentimes it can be 10, 12, even higher. So Colress is something I've considered having 2 of. However, in the early game, specifically on turns 1 and 2, it can be just absolutely brutal. Absolutely terrible shuffle, draw 3, draw 4, just really not anything you want to be doing. It'll honestly just lock you out of the game. We have a Cynthia to clean shuffle draw 6. That's an often very good target for our first turn, as it lets us not discard too many resources. We have our Guzmahala to help us search out our sky fields as well as our energies. We have an N to help us come back. We have a Juniper for discard draw if we get our hands low enough, or we can discard some resources we don't really care about, like a choice belt against some 1-prizers, something like that. We have a Wally, which is actually the most recent inclusion. I was not a very big believer in Wally in this deck. Now keep in mind, I'm a very big believer in Wally in general. I think Wally is just an insane card. However, I felt like in this deck it wasn't gonna really wasn't really gonna do what I wanted it to. However, I've kind of come around, and I think even though it's not something that happens too often, when you are able to pull off a Wally turn, the game just ends on turn 1. So it's not a terribly important inclusion in terms of our game plan past turn 1. However, it does allow us to pull off a turn 1 win, or effectively a turn 1 win where our opponent is just stuck with support Pokemon. For our tools, we have 1 Choice Belt, 2 Float Stones, and 1 Ribbon Badge, which is, I guess, the spicier of the tools. If the Pokemon V this card is attached to has Sylveon in its name and it's knocked out by damage from your opponent's Pokemon, they take 1 fewer prize card. So this reduces our Sylveon VMAXs down to 2 prizes. 2 prize 310 HP is pretty clutch. And again, just kind of like the inclusion with Flapple, just really fixes our math. And then we have our energy, triple acceleration energy, only goes on evolutions, which makes things awkward in terms of potential attackers like Tapu Lele or the Sylveon V. However, letting us singular attack for Sylveon VMAX's attack is just bonkers, completely insane. And I am willing to run these with that downside. And then lastly, we have Skyfield, which is arguably our most important inclusion, basically enabling the Sylveon deck to get up to absurd numbers. Each player can have 8 Pokemon in his or her bench, and then of course when this gets discarded, you discard down to 5 on the bench, which is why we're running the Dragonite V for recovery, the Rescue Stretcher for recovery, as well as the Sudowoodo, so our opponent can't take advantage of the Skyfield. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the deck. I hope you guys enjoy, and make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you do. All right, go in second. I mean, if one of these was a basic V, I'd be into this hand. I would definitely be into this hand. However, I'm also into this hand. Whoa. Oh, we're about to go turbo. All right. We can do this, right? Ultra Ball, VS Seeker, Eldegoss, Lele, Wally, VMAX attach, the Den, yes. Okay, just had to map that one out there. So long as none of that's prized, of course. Okay. Get a VMAX. Attach. Skyfield. Draw 6. Ooh. Now we got an interesting choice here. We are knocking out, right? 90. Oh no, not yet. Especially with the resistance. Okay. Fair enough. We're gonna quick ball the Cynthia for a bat. Uh, 120, 190. Still not doing it. Okay, fine. Search. Floats down Skyfield. We got a Volcanion. Not bad. Not bad for a turn 1. We do have no backup attacker, but we're going to try and hope he's not able to hit 310. Lele. Problem is, if we use one of these, you know, basic searches. Oh, we just blanked on that. Interesting. We use one of these basic searches for a Sylveon, then it overlaps with Lele, that we don't get a knockout, so. Well, this wasn't a search. We had to search for this for Wally. This was in hand. We had to use this to draw. And then this gives us double type. I think that was still the correct play, though. It's a bit risky, but obviously, look, he's going retreat pass, so. I think it paid off. Oh, he's going deep. The den for a fresh draw 6. He'll blow, sure. That's fine. Got 2 more. Restoration Dark Ride. Seeker. For Marnie, okay, fair. Okay. We need to do a couple of things here. We need to expand our bench. We need to... It's kind of awkward. We need to get our hand a bit emptier. Or we need to get a little bit lucky with the draws. Actually, we can burn this Evo Incense. Ooh. Ooh. Wait, okay. Whoa, baby. Oh boy. Okay. Interesting. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 25. Oh, it's got resistance though. Okay, but we have choice. Oh, we might be able to do it then. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 22, 18, 22, 23. Oh, I'm gonna have to do this again, sorry. 30, 60, 90, 120, 150, 180, 250, 280, 260. Okay, it works. Oh no! The math was wrong. The math was wrong. This is devastating. Retreat into Mew is interesting. N? Okay, fair. You know he searched up a Marnie. Skyfield ribbon badge. That's helpful. Oh, into pass. Into pass. So now we're special charging. That's a good draw as well. Let's go Skyfield. Let's go. We can Ultra Ball, or we can. Let's see, what else do we have? Cynthia. We try and draw into one of our energies. We can boss. Nope. Are we ditching this ribbon badge? I think so. Having only one Sylveon up is making me very nervous. I'll take a shuffle, draw 6. Oof. Not when it's like that, though. Our Flapple is live. Interesting. You have to kind of decide right now, though. That Flapple is just a death machine. But what if I don't make it? Go like this. One, two, three, 4, 5. Yeah, so it's hitting for 250. Flapple is hitting for 250. Oh, he doesn't need a way to move it. Grad's got free retreat. Is he gonna go for the laser knockout? I don't know if we can Colress anymore. That's gonna be a lot of cards. A concerning amount of cards. Yep, there it is. There it is. Oh, what? You just put in the wrong one, I believe. That can't be correct. But okay. Interesting. Opponent definitely punted that one away. Colress to draw just like all of the cards. There we go. Got this guy filled in. Is there literally anything else we could do? I don't think so. And then from here we win. Well, this was a weird one. Yeah. I still think we win after the restoration laser knockout, so I don't think that changed too much, but a weird one nonetheless. All right, let's see what we got. Oh no, I don't like seeing that. That's a Garchomp and Giratina deck box. We go first this time. Oh, that's a Meloetta. I was not expecting that. Okay, fair enough. I'll take that. So we need to go and get ourselves our Muk online. Nice, we've got our Ditto. Missing one Sylveon. One energy. Okay. I'll search up a incense. Time to watch a lot of cards get drawn. Straight into the end. Wow. That's also Turbo Fusion playing N. That's a very strange one. Into a random receiver, okay. Holy Jesus. Alright, going very deep for an Alessis Sparkle. Power Tablet again. Lele for Marnie. Okay. That's a very strange play. I have not seen that one before, but okay. That was Heavy Ball for the Sylveon. Oh no. The barrel's in there. I knew something was missing. And then oh, there is no Oh, I had an energy in hand. That must have been what it was. Okay, so no energy prize. We're gonna kill this Meloetta, because that's definitely the biggest issue. I mean, Lele is not an issue, but yeah. What are we getting here? We're getting a pseudo, right? Yep. Ditch the ditch the escape rope. Oh, actually this works. We can go a little deeper. We could use how just guarantee it. Do we do that? I think so. Yeah, let's just guarantee ourselves a attack here. This has been quite the roller coaster. Opened up with a Garchomp Giratina deck box, slammed down a Meloetta, and then started playing a Lele, which you definitely don't need in Turbo Fusion, but don't let me stop you from living your best life. I think we're fine with an attack here, right? We don't want to draw, or we don't need to draw. Just Okay. We also don't need to overbench. We are able to rebuild pretty easily. We're probably going to also start looking at this Alolan Muk to shut down Genesects if they are ever coming. I'm a bit confused though. Still believing that we'll get this with barrel one day. Hoping it's not in the last prizes. Okay, we're getting Marnied. These shuffle disruption supporters are very strange in a Turbo Fusion deck. You also manually attach this turn, I believe. Ooh, so now our Flapple is very live. Not very live, actually. No, hitting for 150 isn't enough. So we can go into, okay. About to say, we can go into Muk. That was a very strange one, yeah. I would strongly recommend playing like a hyper-focused Fusion Strike line and nothing else if you're gonna play Turbo Fusion. Like just 4 Meloetta, 4 Genesect, and just a bunch of stuff to draw and shuffle cards you don't need back in, but that, yeah, that wasn't really cutting it. Lele is a very strange one also. Alrighty, jumping back in. Let's go Tails. Hey, there we go. We are gonna go second. A whole lot of, all 4 Ultra Balls. I should get to take our prize for that one. Ultra Balls. Okay. And a Ditto that is going to get blasted. Although, nope, I guess not. What? That's a very good draw. I feel like I should be terrified of this. Ooh, wait, we go, holy moly. It actually works, doesn't it? It's a bit risky though. Yeah, I don't think we go for the Wally play on this in this game, or at least on turn 1. Let's get a Sylveon down. I'm gonna have the quick ball this away. I'm fine with that though. Gonna bat. Draw 5. I'm a little scared, to be honest. This is either going to be something completely ridiculous. Well, it's going to be something completely ridiculous either way. Oh, okay, now we have the Wally play live. I should have checked to see if it was prized, but it's not. Either something ridiculously good or ridiculously not playable. I want to say bad. I feel bad calling a Slowpoke bad. Because look at him. He's so cute. Okay, yeah. Fair enough. Sorry, bud. As is usual with the expanded ladder, you know. The quality of the games and the decks widely vary, but we've been getting some pretty good draws, been able to maneuver out of some pretty bad hands. One thing I will say is I've just started putting in this Wally as a turn 1 play, and I'm kind of surprised at how often it's been working. Alright, this looks like the real deal kind of Fusion Strike, Turbo Fusion deck. last draw. And let's bring it down to 1 prize. This is a tough hand. Yeah, I think you do have to just ditch. Which is really rough, but you can hit a special charger too. Okay, that's pretty good. We're gonna even attempt to like try and match the draw power, then we need to go fairly deep. Sylveon. Quick bowl. Shuffle this back in. I feel a lot better about this going second. This seems like a very... Ooh, okay, so now we have our Ditto play live. Interesting. Ultra Ball Jirachi again. And... Ooh. Pardon me. Throwing away a Floatstone feels pretty bad. Can we get away with throwing away a Skyfield? I think we can. So if we lock him down with Muk, then we're in a pretty good spot to do that. Nice. Okay. You can also computer search. So 1 energy is prize. Okay, let's computer search. We need to start taking prizes next turn. Even if we are able to lock them out. Heavy ball. No targets. Trainer's Mail, Dimension Value. We knew that was happening. We'll ditch the 160 boy. That's very low in damage. Alright, Power Tablet. We like seeing Power Tablets getting used early. We love that. We love that. Fusion Strike. Alright, so he's gonna get a couple of Genesects online. I doubt he'll completely brick. He attached though. Attaching for a turn is very strange, but okay. Sparkle? Oh, he's desperate. Okay. Oh, there you go. Alright, well that was a bit of a strange one. But that was the real deal, actual Turbo Fusion deck, so yeah. I mean, next turn not, like, the thing is, next turn we get it down on Alolan Muk, and then the game he just can't do anything, so. It was actually probably correct to concede there if you can't even attack, so yeah. Good game. Not bad. Not bad at all. Alright. Let's see what we got here. Winning the coin flip. Love to see that. We're gonna go second. And this is a pretty good opening hand, if I do say so myself. we're going to be able to go very deep here. All right, nice. Jolteon. Oh, I missed Jolteon EX. Oh man, that is a throwback from the past. You love to see it. I do in fact love to see it. Dialga. I don't like to see that as much. I wonder what the Jirachi is for. Interesting. All right. Well, anyways, VIP another Sylveon. Yes. And let's see. That should be fine. And a Pseudo. Editing duress here. I was a little confused by the Jolteon, and I didn't really quite catch on that this was going to be the Mew Mew matchup. Had I known that, I would have gone for the Ditto Prism rather than the Sudowoodo. But hey, you learn from your mistakes. Where are we sticking this Floatstone on? Probably on the Volcanion. Bat. There's the Bidoof. Yeah, we're still going for it. We need to hit a Sky Field. Okay, interesting. Retreat of 1. Do we just retreat it? Or boss it? So he doesn't seem to have a very good hand if he just went like that and then passed. I think we can afford to do that, actually. I think that... And then we end next turn. Try and draw. What is our... We got those in there. We got a Goose Hollow in there. I think we... Yep. Yep. Then we can do this. Get a Incense. Right. Yep. I feel like I get Incense more than I get Computer Search, which is kind of odd, but it makes sense. Especially on turn 2, or turn 1, going into turn 2. What is this? Okay. Is that a Dimension Valley? Oh man, something messed up is going on here. Yep, there we go. Ooh, now our Alolan Muk is very live. So we need to do that. We need to make that happen. We need to get this Ditto down. We're probably gonna have to, we're gonna have to end in order to do that. Can we boss and kill? Oh, it's got it's Psychic Weakness, but yeah, it's got this. That's why that's there. I see. Skyfield. Yeah. Sylveon. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 180, 270. Yeah, it's not knocking it out. But if we boss, I think we still boss though, right? Like, it just hits so hard. So 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 18, 25. Yeah, it's not knocking out. But I think we still go for... This is tough. Don't apply either. Yeah, let's do it. One off is unfortunate, but I still think this is the correct play. You can't accelerate onto the active any way, can he? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Yeah, oh man, dang, I really got punished by not playing this, not getting this Muk down. Going for a boss on the Volcanion, okay. Oh, yeah, because he got Dimension into it. Alright, this is going to need to be a pretty good end. I don't think it's quite enough. Let's find out, though. Oh yeah, it is. Then we are running to the issue of what are we doing after this. I guess it doesn't matter, right? Like, it doesn't have any other viable attackers. Pull up. Okay, I pull up. Oh, that's a draw. That is a prize draw. Ooh, yes. Okay, we are not winning the game without that. We needed that Sylveon VMAX. This game honestly would have been over if I just got the Alolan Muk online, but that's my bad. I think we should be good here. Yep. If he wants any chance, he has to get the Mew into the active. The Mewtwo Mew. What you got? Okay. Not dead. Massive Blue, is that Vileplume? Interesting. Cool, risk for 9. Yeah, we got this. But thanks for letting me do it, opponent. Thanks for letting me go all the way. Oh, 340. You love to see it. You do, in fact, love to see it. And I think there's one overlap there, too, somewhere. Oh, maybe not. Oof. Big old damage. You'll love to see it. Good game. Obviously, that was extended much longer than it needed to be, but you know, not getting down the muck, but hey. Still a fun game. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? Maybe play tighter lines, but still a fun one regardless. So let's go ahead and take a look at the deck one more time. Now that we've played a couple of games, not too many. You know, I think there will be future changes to be made, even past what I'm about to say here. However, I think I've got a pretty good feel as to what I want to keep and what I want to take out. Let's start first actually down here with the Wally. The Wally is actually the most recent inclusion, and I think this card has actually brought the deck into a viable position to just knock out on turn one. I honestly didn't think Wally would be able to actually work in this deck. It just takes so many pieces in order for you to actually knock out on turn one. You need the Sylveon. You need the Sylveon in the active. You need to find one of your 4 out of 60 cards in your deck, one of your 4 energy. You need to find the Wally. And then you need to get down enough benched basics. Working with the Battle VIP passes definitely helps. However, I've just been really surprised at how often I say how often. We didn't do it too many times these games, but just the fact that it was possible to do so, under the right conditions, of course, was really impressive. Really happy with that. I don't think I would ever go up to 2. I think 1 is perfectly fine. Because later throughout the game, Wally's not terribly useful. We have our evolution incenses, we have our Ultra Balls to find our VMAXs, and we're always trying to get down a Sylveon V, at least 2 Sylveon Vs in the first turn anyways. I just don't feel comfortable going past turn 1 usually with just 1, attacker down. However, Wally does make it possible so that, we have 1 Sylveon. If that gets knocked out, we can put up a support, get down a Sylveon V, Wally the Sylveon V. However, that's a little bit sketchy. I don't imagine I would take that line too much, but it's possible. One thing I would definitely consider looking at is switching this boss's orders to a Guzma. Guzma being the escape rope version, basically, I want to say. You switch one of your Pokemon as well as one of your opponent's Pokemon in terms of active positions. So that can help a lot against control archetypes, as well as basically just being another switch in the deck. So I'll consider that. However, there's also upsides to boss. Expanded is so fast, you can't, Guzma or bossing and then just leaving something in the active is oftentimes not really the best option just because there's so many outs. So not, I'm still undecided on that one. As far as the rest of the deck list, I'm pretty happy with it. Flapple didn't see too much action these games. However, I'm still confident that it's the best dragon type option. And in terms of using our Ditto Prism anyways, we're usually going with Alolan Muk. So honestly, I'm pretty happy with this deck as it is right now. Thanks so much for watching the video. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you like some more expanded Pokemon content, some new deck lists. And let me know what you think of the deck. Let me know of any sort of suggestions you have in terms of support or maybe different cool bench setters that could slot into the deck. Thanks so much and have a good one, everybody.